As patients, carers, members of the Philippine Alliance of Patient Organizations, we breathe disease and death every day.
It is a struggle on all fronts, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially.
It has its disappointments, but also high points, as we encountered kind, healing souls along the way. But just when we thought we had it tough, COVID-19 made our fears bigger and deeper.
We cannot afford another disease, nor can we afford to put up a fight on all fronts. This is not our fear alone. Never in the history of mankind that there has been a disease that destroyed and disrupted so many lives and hope all over the world.
The COVID-19 vaccine is offering us hope. It is not perfect, but at this moment, it is our best chance to stop living in fear and to start living in hope.
This will not work if only a few of us chose to be vaccinated. All of us need to get the vaccine because no one is safe until everyone is safe.
PAPO stands solidly with experts and advocates for COVID-19 vaccine. We invite you to join this call of unity as we launch Bakuna Now Na to address the infodemic and help increase vaccine acceptance.
Never in our history has there been a more urgent call to stand united, get vaccinated, so together we can overcome COVID-19.
Bakuna, now na! Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna Now Na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna, now na!
labanan ng COVID-19, ang kailangan natin ay tama at totoong impormasyon, hindi fake news. Huwag kaagad maniniwala sa nababasa at naririnig. Ang pagkalat ng mga maling paniniwala tungkol sa COVID-19 ay nagdudulot ng panik, takot at maling desisyon. Laging i-double check kung saan nanggaling ang nabasa o narinig. Maging mapanuri at i-share lamang ang tamang impormasyon. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
Patuloy pa rin ang laban natin sa COVID-19. And together, we can beat the solusyon.
B. Bawal walang mask.
I. Isanitize sa mga kamay. Iwas hawak sa mga bagay.
D. Umistansya ng 1 metro.
A. Alamin ang totoong impormasyon tungkol sa COVID-19.
Protektahan natin ang sarili at mga mahal sa buhay.
B-I-D-A. Be the solution sa
COVID-19!
Everyone, welcome to Alaga Health Live's first ever spin-off show. Welcome to Happy Hour for Mental Health. And just like our other Alaga Health Live shows, this one will be all about our patients and how we can care for you. Paano ba natin mas matutulungan ng ating mga kababayan? So, tonight, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you my co-hosts for this program. First up, she is our resident celebrity doctor, celebrity doctor ng Alaga Health, lalong-lalo na pagdating sa mental health. And she is none other than our lovely, beautiful, our mental health expert, our dear psychiatrist, Dr. Joan Rifaria. Good evening, Doc.
Hello, good evening, grabe. Dr. Dex, thank you very much for this opportunity to help raise awareness on mental health. Thank you very much for this show, this program. Thank you. Thank you, Alaga Health, and thank you, Happy Hour. Welcome po sa lahat.
Thank you din po, Doc Joan. No, actually, Doc Joan is one of the most requested doctors sa Alaga Health. And actually, that's one of the reasons why we're having this wonderful show tonight. So, let's add another doctor to this particular program. And she is none other than Alaga Health's resident primary care physician. And she is none other than the lovely, the beautiful Dr. Via Roderas. Good evening, Doc Via.
Hi! Hello! Good evening, Doc Dex, Doc Joan. I am very happy to be part of this new spin-off show. No? Lalong-lalo na kasama natin dito si Doc Joan, Doc Dex. No? Tapos napaka-vibrant lang ng feel. No? Although same pa rin yung background ko, white pa rin. No? But I love that this segment is actually a spin-off, no? Not just from Alaga Health, pero mamaya pag-usapan natin yung Doc Dex, paano nga ba nabuo yung happy hour, no? But we're so glad to share this with our mentor, no? And finally now our co-host, di ba, si Doc Joan. Ako, mga viewers natin, ito na po si Doc Joan, very requested, very in demand po si Doc Joan, and that is why napakinggan po namin ang inyong mga requests, no? Now we have with us Doc Joan, who will share with us not only her advocacy but also her expertise in mental health, no?
I love it, Doc V. And ang maganda pa, match na match pati yung kulay ni Doc Joan. Yellow din, match na match sa logo ng Happy Hour. Perfect na perfect.
Actually, hindi ko alam. Correct. Grabe. Yeah.
Actually, akala ko nga pinag-usapan yung Doc Dex kasi dapat naka-yellow because that's the theme of Happy Hour, no? Pero I think nag-connect yung minds ng Doc
Joan.
Grabe.
Oo nga. Wala akong idea na yellow pala. Thank you.
That's true, no? And that's the great thing about this show. It's gonna be a little bit different than the usual Alaga Health Lives. Why? Because ito, medyo mas late night talk show feel tayo. Plus, as part of our advocacy for mental health, we will feature in this show, in this program, all the different ways that you can cope and relax and probably put your mind at ease. So later this evening, huwag niyo pong kalilimutan, keep your devices on because at the end of this program, we will have our very first musical guest. And ang maganda, itong musical guest na to being mentored daw by the one and only Rico Blanco, no, of River Maya fame. Plus,
one of my personal favorites
ay mukhalatang
yeah.
True. And official team na daw ng Alaga Help yung if you play daw yung ata. So, before we move on to our very first segment, we'll have a quick shout out. Very first na nag-comment, ang ever-supportive husband ni Doc Joan, Doc Nolly Referial, go mama daw. And we have Kyra Castro, yes, Caroline Feliciano, Ricky Roaza, and of course everyone else who is watching. So I think we can get things started. Maybe it's time to probably start on a good note and have that kwentong happy hour. Hello! So sa segment na ito, ang pag-uusapan natin ay yung mga happy vibes. Kasi alam natin ngayon, especially during the pandemic, ang daming news na naririnig na nakakakaba, nakakalungkot. So we're gonna look into the very positive news that we have heard. So tanongin kasi Doc Joan and Doc Via, may narinig ba kayong mga happy news or mga masasayang balita this week? But not only personally, but also tungkol sa country. So maybe we can go with Doc Joan.
Hello! Yes, of course! Ang daming happy. Yeah, oo, focus tayo sa happy kasi nga happy hour. Yeah, so focus tayo on happiness. Of course, ang narinig kong very happy is yung pinaka-latest, no? Yung aking, syempre busy din, but yung ating performance sa Olympics, o di ba? Na talagang really, no? We did our best at talagang marami ang nanalo, di ba? First time this Olympics ata.
Gold medal.
Most number of medals, not just gold, but pati yung lahat, no? And of course, happy also for the success pa rin, no? Of our legend sa boxing, Manny Pacquiao,
Sure.
Senator Manny Pacquiao, legend sa boxing natin. So, yeah, in terms of sports, really very happy.
Yes, on the side of health naman, ang na-excite ako, I believe UPPGH ay nag-explore ngayon ng possibility of using virgin coconut oil as an adjunct for COVID-19 response. So ang dami talaga na nagpupush para matulungan ang ating mga kababayan. Ikaw, Doc Via, any happy news on your end?
Actually, happy news nitong happy hour, no? We were able to finally start and actually, continue our journey in terms of the advocacy for mental health, no? Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, no, this happy hour, Doc Dex, no, is actually a spin-off of our project even before med school, no? So, sa med school po kasi si Doc Joan ay aming mentor na, pero Doc Joan and I go way, way back, no? College pa lang kami, groupmate ko na si Doc Joan, no? So, but we're very happy to have her with us. And for me, that's actually one of the happiest news. No? And of course, despite everything that has been going on in our country, marami pa rin tayong mga wins na pwedeng ma-celebrate. Number one doon, ang ating kampiyon, especially na-mention ni Doc Joan. No? Doon sa Olympics, we were able to win a gold medal. No? And female gold medalist natin, si Ms. Fideline. So if she's watching, hopefully she is, no? We'd like to salute her again, no? And hopefully we continue to spread that positivity everywhere in our country.
Doc Via, may mga pahabol na nagpapag-good news. Doc, coming from our viewer, Reclin Ruaza. I-acknowledge daw natin beauty pageant Samantha Bernardo, first runner-up Miss Grand International.
Yes.
Pahares top 10 Miss Supranational. See, still a lot of things to be happy about, no? Sunod-sunod ang wins.
Congratulations po.
Thank you for sharing po. Yes, shout out po sa mga viewers natin sa Alaga family. Hello, Almeron family. Thank you for joining us, no? So I think it's now time for us to jump into the question. So para po sa lahat ng mga viewers natin, pag kayo ay may tanong tungkol sa mental health, come here every Friday. We'll be here for you. Doc Joan, Doc Via, and myself will be here to help answer some of your questions. So mag-umpisa na tayo, no? Question na tayo ngayon. Ang tanong naggagaling from one of our friends from the Youth for Mental Health Coalition. And this is coming from Miss Benica Ventilacion. So, ang question niya is, actually, dalawa yung question niya eh. Ito, probably struggle ng mga kabataan ngayon. Particularly yung hindi pa sanay mag-handle ng mga difficulties when it comes to mental health concerns. Ang tanong niya, how can I help my friend who has a mental health condition, for example, depression? Yun yung tanong ni Miss Benica Ventilacion. Okay, back to basics tayo. Doc Joan, any thoughts po?
Yes. Yeah, this is a very common and understandable na question. Really, ito ay concern for a lot of the younger, no? Lalo na kung sila, no? Very concerned about the situation ng kanilang friends, ng kanilang loved ones, family. First, number one is you are doing a good job kasi yun pa lang sa question niya, it tells me na talagang the concern is there. Yung compassion, ay gusto niyang tumulong is there. So it tells me na she has that good heart to help someone. At importante during this time is to make sure na your friend is safe. Safety is the priority lagi. So kung merong any question about safety because na-mention depression, no? So baka lang, no? Yung may mga feelings, negative thoughts or feelings of hopelessness or mga thoughts about wanting to do something, no, to hurt oneself. Pag ganun po, mas maganda na call kaagad, no? Call someone who can help you. Do not go through this on your own. Ask for help. Like for example, family nung friend mo, or kung meron siyang guardian or mentor or someone na pwedeng makatulong during a time like this. But kung kung we are safe naman, and make sure na you are there always to give your support. And kahit listening alone, alam niyo ba, Dr. Dex, Dr. Via, listening alone, kahit wala kang sasabihin, that is very therapeutic already. Kahit na makinig ka lang, no need to give an advice kung hindi ka sure kung anong sasabihin mo. But the mere, act na nandun ka to reassure your friend na anytime, kung gusto niyang may makausap, kung gusto niyang someone is there with her or him, then be there for your friend always. Reassure mo lang na anytime na kailangan ka ng help mo, you are there to give the support and comfort that your friend needs.
Ang ganda naman ng comment ni Doc Joan. Yes, Doc Via.
Naalala ko dun sa Doc Joan, yung, alam mo, sino nakapanood dito? Nakapanood na ba kayo ng, ano nga ba ulit yun? Toy Story? yung You've Got a Friend in Me, no? Parang dun nare-relate ko yung sinabi ni Doc Joan doon sa being there, no? Kasi actually, Doc, no, kahit naman kami, no, your health professionals would always sometimes need that someone to listen to them, especially ngayon, Doc, no? So, it's really good that I would echo yung sinabi ni Doc Joan talaga. Even just the mere presence of you listening to your friend, it's actually helpful, no, Doc? Yeah. I don't know kung may na-encounter kang mga ganun, Doc Dex, Joan. Yeah.
Actually, that's true.
Oo.
Kasi one of the things that we do kasi, and shout out po to our friends from Experto PlayLabs kasi Experto PlayLabs conducts mental health trainings for first aid. And ang maganda, dun sa isa sa mga sharings na nagsabi doon, may isang participant na nagsabi na, alam niyo, minsan, ang nakakatulong sa akin, minsan hindi ko kailangan marinig yung solution eh. Hindi ko kailangan marinig na may binibigay kang input. Minsan kailangan ko lang nandiyan ka, nakikinig ka. Yun, I think nag-match dun sa sinabi ni Doc Joan. And I think kakailanganin yan nung ating next na nagtanong. Kasi ang may tanong actually dito pangalawa, no? From Ma'am Ana Di Mapilis Cruz. And this is from the Alaga Health Inbox. Hello po sa inyo. Salamat po sa pakonsulta. You're welcome po, ma'am, no? Normal po ba na parang minsan, parang sobrang taas ng energy ko, tapos minsan halos hindi po ako makabangon sa kama. Parang walang gana. Thank you po. Wow. Ikaw, Doc Via, nararanasan ba yun? Familiar ba yung emotion na yan sa ating mga viewers ngayon? Minsan parang sobrang supercharged, pero minsan parang hindi naman kaya makalabas ng kama kasi parang pagod or mabigat ang katawan. Any thoughts, Doc Via?
Oo, no? Especially right now, no, na lahat tayo work from home, no? Doc Joan, I'm not sure if your Doc Dex, if you experience this, no? But I've had a lot of people, no, who would ask me na meron ba silang times na is that normal? Yung mga na parang when you wake up in the morning, wala kang energy talaga, no, to do the things that you want to do, no? And I think that one has been going on ever since we've had the pandemic, no? Ever since nagka-lockdown tayo and everything had to be at home, no? It actually broke the cycle of us going to work, us going to school. So minsan when we're at home, we feel like parang nasa bahay ako eh. So it's time for me to rest. Parang gusto ko na lang magpahinga. And that actually caused a lot of those instances wherein we don't want to get up in the morning. I don't know, Doc June, if you're able to encounter that, no?
Yeah. Oo. Meron. Yeah.
Oo.
Yes.
Na parang ayaw mo. Yes,
Correct.
Doc June.
In fact, let's also acknowledge, tama yun si Dr. Via. Tama yun kasi let's acknowledge na lalo na itong times ngayon na a lot of uncertainty, maraming mga uncertain, we can't mapipredict, no? We have no control over sa mga pangyayari, over sa mga quarantine protocols, etc. sa future. Limited ang ating ability to plan ahead because of the uncertainty and situation. There is that feeling lagi na sometimes wala tayong control talaga, and when we have that loss of control, doon pumapasok yung sometimes may mga anxiety tayo, parang marami tayong mga iniisip, sometimes hirap matulog. So let's acknowledge it na there can be good days na maganda ang ating energy pagbangon natin kasi maganda ang ating tulog, the quality of our sleep is good, so maganda, no? But there can also be not so good days. So okay lang yun, let's acknowledge na it can happen, but what's important siguro for Ma'am Ana is to monitor yung meron talaga tayong monitor na red flags, no? Like for Ma'am Ana, bantayan natin, no, na hindi persistent, hindi patuloy, tuloy-tuloy. Hindi tuloy-tuloy yung na parang palagi na lang na everyday. Hirap na tayong bumangon. Kasi kung persistent siya, usually we give it a timeline, no, ng mga 2 weeks, then it's a red flag already. Na kung tuloy-tuloy talaga na araw-araw hirap bumangon, plus other symptoms. So mas maganda, Ma'am Ana, kung isulat mo rin or isipin, no, kung ano pa ba ibang mga nararamdaman, like sa sleeping patterns, eating patterns, and of course, yung cognitive, no, yung kung nakaka-focus pa ba tayo sa ating mga daily tasks and roles, kung nakakapag-function pa. Kasi yun yung number 2, no? When we feel na merong decline in our level of functionality, pag hindi na natin nagagampanan ang ating roles, be it role as a mom or role as an employee, for example, then those are red flags also. So, kailangan lang po i-monitor lagi, Ma'am Ana.
Yan, ganda ng sagot ni Doc John, no? Very important po yun. And of course, kung meron po kayo mga katanungan, gustong i-consulta, questions, o gustong i-share, lagay niyo lang po sa comments and hopefully we'll be able to answer them all for all of you tonight, no? And tanong tayo siguro sa next question natin. Ito, medyo mabigat din. From Sir Ben Santamesa. Simula po nang muntik mamatay si Mama dahil sa COVID, so we're thankful na she's okay. She's okay, no? Parang lagi na pong kumakabog yung dibdib ko tuwing nakakarinig ako ng balita sa TV. Kabado po na hindi ko maintindihan. Yan, from the Alaga Health Inbox. So any thoughts on this, Doc Via? No? Any thoughts on this, Doc Via?
Yes, oo, no? Especially now na we see a lot of news sa TV regarding the surge of cases, regarding how we are as a country, no? Regarding yung mga problems that we're currently facing. Even kahit na yung mga local news na naririnig natin about COVID-19, no? About patients na hindi minsan nagkakaroon ng opportunity na or maka-receive ng care sa hospital, no? So those are a lot of news that would actually trigger yung mga emotions that would cause anxiety, no? And one of the things that I actually learned also from our lessons in med school and from Doc Joan, of course, is that especially when you have feelings of uncertainty or when the times are uncertain, yung feelings of panic, episodes of anxiety is actually expected. Kasi hindi mo siya, di ba, Doc Joan? Kasi hindi mo naman kasi alam what will happen in the future. And sometimes when you don't know something, it causes a lot of fear, it causes a lot of feelings of anxiousness, no? And oo, and sometimes, if for example, matrigger ka ng mga news regarding things that are very relatable sa situation nyo, you cannot help but, mag-spiral yung thoughts natin, no? And I think one of the things na pwede nating i-share dito, Doc Jo, no, is during those times, no, ano kaya yung pwede nilang gawin, no? Kasi those instances na expected yun, Doc, kasi we are in certain times, eh. Yeah.
Yeah, opo. Yes, agree ako. Agree with Dr. Via. In fact, yung kasi nga merong sinabi si Sir Ben, no, na muntik nang mamatay si Mama. Yun pa lang, that can be very traumatic already, 'di ba? Lalo na pag of course, loved one mo, mama mo, and merong threat, no, or that threat of yung may mga complications from COVID. So it can be traumatic, and we know na pag talagang something na nakaka-trauma sa atin, we can go through several reactions like yung sinabi ni Dr. Via na anxiety symptoms, like yung kabog ng dibdib every time na may naririnig sa TV. So parang PTSD yung dating, no? Parang post-traumatic because of what happened sa kanyang mom. But ako, advice ko dito, as mentioned by Dr. Via kanina, always lang, kasi nga, may mga studies which shows na the more na we are exposed or nakikinig sa mga news or mga social media, be it na-expose tayo sa mga fake news, misinformation, disinformation, so mas maganda we set limit sa ating pagpakikinig ng mga news or engaging sa ating mga social media platforms, because talagang the more we spend time sa news and social media, tumataas ang levels of anxiety and depression na symptoms according to studies. Talagang pre-pandemic mababa. Tapos nitong pandemic, the more na we are exposed sa social media, times 7, times 3 ang increase ng symptoms of depression and anxiety symptoms. So, limit lang po. Ako always advise yung mga those under my care, kung pwede twice a day lang. Isa sa morning, just to be updated sa news from what happened the previous day. And then, para wag masira ang ating productivity sa trabaho. No social media or news during the day. Then check again sa gabi just to update ourselves of what happened during the day. So twice lang kung kaya.
Yon, ang ganda ng advice ni Doc Joan, no? Particularly kasi kailangan talaga ng social media management of self. No, regulate your social media use. So before we go on to our next segment, quick shout out lang tayo sa mga fans ng show. We're very thankful. The Huele family, congrats daw po. Doc Joan, Doc Via, Ruaza family, Telo family, viewers all the way from Iloilo. So thank you for joining us this evening. No, so I think before we get any deeper, I think it's time for a very, very quick detour. And it's time for an Alaga Health update. So hello po sa inyo, no? And tonight, I will be showing you very quickly how easy it is to sign up for Alaga Health. Lalong-lalo na that you can actually download already the application to get a beta version, no? So punta lang kayo dito, share screen tayo ng mabilis, no? Dito sa Alaga Health website. So if you're going to be looking at go to your browser, type in alagahealth.com, and then this is exactly what you're going to see, no? So perhaps you can have the visual flashed, no, already onto the screen so that we can show everyone kung paano kadali mag-sign up for Alaga Health. So, just a few moments, and ito, hopefully you can see it now, no? Ganito lang po kabilis mag-sign up for Alaga Health, right? So, once you land on the website, ito po yung makikita nyo. So, Alaga Health, the Philippines' first digital health marketplace and health service hub. All you have to click here, before you even click this, no, you can actually browse dito sa website ng Alaga Health, yung mga different content. You can see the different partners that we have. Sana po na-feature ang Alaga Health before. But tonight, I will be telling you how easy it is to sign up. You just press sign up, no? And then, it will load, it will transfer you to a sign-up page, no? Particularly, dito, malalaman mo kung anong user type ka. Ikaw ba isang pasyente na kailangan ng health services, mental health services? Kailangan mo ba ng psychiatrist? Kailangan mo ba ng psychologist? So, ito yung mga pwede nating i-check dito. So, patient ka. Or kung ikaw naman ay health provider, napansin mo, ay, ang cool sa Alaga Health, nagsasign up na ako, i-offer ko yung services ko, you can click here as a partner, magiging kang health professional as part of the Alaga Health team. And you can feature dito yung pangalan ng clinic mo, yung pangalan mo mismo, your profile, sayo, just on the Alaga Health platform. And kung ikaw ay maraming clinic na hawak, kunyari may services ka, laboratories, all you have to do is register as an admin. So dito tayo sa mga viewers natin, no? Sa patient app, ito pinakamaganda natin. So just press continue dito, no? Continue. Then of course, read data privacy. Napakahalaga po nito, data privacy. Basahin niyo po siya ng buo. Then you scroll down, of course you have to read. Then check na siya, then just press continue. And then just fill up this page with your name, profile details, last name, gender, and of course, don't forget to put in a very secure password, no? And then just press continue, and presto, you already have an Alaga Health account, and you can now start looking for probably the health services that you need, or kung ikaw ay health professional, maybe start making yourself available for patients to book your services. So ganun lang po kabilis ang pagsa-sign up, less than 2 minutes, sa Alaga Health. So, balik po tayo sa ating mga questions. Yan, talam tayo ngayon, no? So, tanong natin dito kay Doc Joan. May
Yes.
tanong dito, Doc Joan, from Ma'am Carla San Victores or San Victores. Ang tanong niya ito, Doc, no, paano ko po ba kakausapin yung friend ko na parang depressed pero ayaw naman mag-share? Ay, parang familiar ito, Doc, no? Particularly dun sa mga, ang typical approach ay pag napapansin sila ng friend na medyo malungkot, tatanungin nila, kumusta ka? Pero ayaw mag-share. Pero parang nararamdaman nila na kailangan ng help. Ano yung ma-advise natin sa kanila, Doc?
Yeah, of course. Dr. Dex, itong question ni Ma'am Carla, talagang nangyayari din talaga to. It can happen na meron talaga no na medyo hindi pa sila ready to share, na magkwento. But what's important, Ma'am Carla, pag napansin niyo po na may gano'n, may parang pinagdadaanan ng ating friend, maybe may symptoms of anxiety, depression, let your friend know, number one, na ipaalam mo lang na you are always there, ready to listen, to help anytime once your friend is ready. So pwede mong sabihin na once ready ka na, you can always call me, send me a message, and know na I am always here. So reassurance always. But what's important also is wag silang pipilitin. Wag natin silang ipe-pressure na to speak up or mag-share. Kasi sometimes the more na parang talagang natin, na sige na, tell me, the more na we ask, baka the more na magpupull away sila kung hindi pa sila ready. So let's give them the time, let's give them the space that they need, and reassure them na anytime, pag ready na sila, they can always come to you for anything, for any help or for any support. So yeah, ganun yun, kasi let's respect na meron talagang iba na it may take some time before sila makapag-open up.
Yon, thank you very much, Doc Joan. And I believe nagkaroon na ng konting interruptions. Doc Via is back. I think nagkaroon na ng network concern. So, we can actually first say hi to our viewers right now, to the Perez family, Naseha family, yung ASMMC family niya daw, Doc Joan, saying hi. Hello
yes,
po.
Hello. Dr. Dex, I'd like to make a special shout out, Adela Serati, Memorial Medical Center family. Hello, they are from Surigao del Sur. Thank you for joining us tonight. JB and Paris family, syempre those are my sila ang aking mga relatives, and of course family ko sila lahat doon. Adela Serati, Memorial Medical Center from Surigao, all the way from Surigao, from Tandag.
Wow!
Grabe, Doc, all over the Philippines yung fans niyo, Doc. Not just Luzon. All the way to Surigao, Mindanao.
Surigao, Tandag City. Hello mga taga-Tandag. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan.
Wow! Hello po sa inyo. Thank you for watching.
Bisaya, no?
Yeah, oo.
Bisaya si Doc John.
Bisaya kayo, 100%.
Yes, oo.
Yeah.
Hi, Doc John daw from Sir Alan Quadra. Yan, mga
Hello, Sir Alan. Sir Alan naman is from ABS-CBN. Hello, Sir Alan.
Hello. Hello po. Good evening.
Joining us this evening, no? Actually, Doc Via, while you were gone, nasagot ni Doc Joan yung tanong kung paano daw ang approach kapag yung friend mo kang nagkakaroon ng depressive moments, tapos ayaw mag-share. So nasagot siya ni Doc Joan. Pero ito, meron tayong next question from our Alaga Health inbox ulit, no? Ano po ba yung postpartum depression? From Sir Roman Santiago, buntis po yung asawa ko kaya nagbabasa-basa na ako. Very responsible si Sir. Nagpre-prepare na siya kaagad, no? So, perhaps we can ask Doc Joan, no? Ano po ba yung postpartum depression?
Yeah. So ngayon, hello Sir Roman. So thank you for your question. Pero talagang very good Sir Roman, kasi nagre-ready ka na, no? Kasi kahit na hindi natin alam kung pa ilang months na si wife niya into her pregnancy, but ang postpartum depression, ito po ay form of mental health concern na napapansin po natin after na po manganak. Kaya siya postpartum. So, pag nakapanganak na po ang isang mom, nakapag-deliver na ng baby, usually may mga tinatawag tayo mga symptoms po ng changes ng mood, na like nagiging irritable sila, nagiging parang ano kasi syempre mga hormonal changes, no, or changes sa body ng isang mom. So irritable or kulang sa tulog, hindi nakakapag-focus or maiyakin, yung umiiyak sila na kahit hindi nila alam kung ba't sila umiiyak. Pero normal yun in the first few days or weeks. Tawag natin doon ay postpartum blues. Blues yon. But, nagiging depression siya kung meron na po siyang mga sintomas ng yung persistent, yung sinabi ko kayo na napatuloy, persistent yung bagsak ang mood, wala ng gana, nawawala ng interest kahit pag-alaga ng baby, hirap na para maalagaan ng baby at hindi na nagagampanan, no? Yung kanyang role as a mom, as a wife, nagkakaroon na rin ng mga sometimes, no, sa extreme, mga negative thoughts about about herself, no, as a mom, as a wife, as pati na rin sa kanyang baby. So, what's really important, usually, after mga several weeks yun, mga 4 weeks after manganak. So, again, postpartum blues sa mga first few days or weeks, but normal yon kasi nga hormonal changes. But kung persistent po ang mga bagsak ang mood and other symptoms, Sir Roman, mas maganda ipatingin kaagad natin sa isang mental health professional to make sure lang po na they are safe, both mom and baby, and the rest po of the family.
Yon, thank you very much for that, Dr. Joan. Ang maganda, medyo swak to kasi tomorrow, dun sa Alaga Health Live, the original version po ng programang ito na Happy Hour for Mental Health, ang topic po natin ay tungkol sa family planning at lahat ng issues sa reproductive health. Makakasama po natin si Doc Titit Villanueva tomorrow along with representatives from the Commission on Population and Development, and that's going to be a very, very exciting discussion. So Sir Raman, kung nanonood na kayo ngayong gabi, nood ulit kayo tomorrow para naman dun sa other OB and family planning related concerns. Yes, sir. So with that being said, I think it's time for a quick detour once again, no? And Doc Via is back. Right before the detour, isa-shoutout ko lang na meron tayong nag-comment dito from our viewer, from Reclin Ruaza. Just notice daw po, no? Doc Via Maladin Lustre daw pala yung beauty. Wow! So may fans na din po si Doc Via Raderos. Yan.
Thank you po, no? Layo ko po kay Nadine, pero salamat po at napansin niyo. Hello, Nadine Lustre. Thank you po. Patuloy po natin sa pagkain ng happy hour. Nagulat naman ako doon.
Pagbalik niyo babati sa kanya. No? So, yeah, let's jump to it na po. Here is our quick detour because sila po ay partner natin dito sa Happy Hour for Mental Health, and they're one of the largest youth-led organizations na nagtatakal ng mental health. So, they also played a role sa pagpasa ng Mental Health Act, and they are here with us today now with their very own segment on this show. It's time for Alagang Youth for Mental Health. There you have it, Youth for Mental Health. And now I will love to call on the segment host for this part of the show, Ma'am Joy or Miss Joy from the Youth for Mental Health Coalition. Hello, Joy.
Everyone. Good evening, Dr. Dex, and good evening to all our viewers for tonight's first episode of happy hour of Alaga Health. And thank you so much for tuning in for tonight's live. Again, I am Joy Barcama, the regional head for Calabarzon, under the office of the Vice Chairperson of Luzon of Youth for Mental Health Coalition. So good evening, everyone. And Youth for Mental Health's sub-segment is all about self-care. So who wouldn't want to take care of ourselves, di ba po? So for tonight, we are sharing with you one of the self-care practices I do to cope, and that is journaling. And I know, guys, it sounds cliche and usual, but let me just walk everybody back into the memory lane. So, do you still remember the times when you kept a diary? A compact notebook that holds all your secrets, your feelings, and cherished moments. And you felt like it was your best friend. I felt that. Naramdaman ko yan before nung bata ako whenever I always write down my thoughts on my diary. And because whenever I tell my journal or my diary something, we feel lighter, we feel calmer, and more in control of everything. And suddenly, we just stopped. Being adults with big priorities, or maybe we've just grown up and we had more things to look out to. But good news that we can always go back to the things that we loved first. And one of those is journaling. And even if we are adults and grown-ups, we can still do that. So ano nga ba ang journaling? Bakit nga ba siya mahalaga? Or bakit nga ba siya tinuturing na isang mahalagang practice for self-care? So journaling is the practice of writing down our thoughts, our ideas, our emotions, or anything that's under the sun, or basically what we feel as a person. And me as a person, I also have my journal. I can show it to you. This is my journal. And I have been doing this practice for too long, and it helped me cope with my depression. So I have to be open about that so that you will also know the importance of journaling. So, speaking of the importance of journaling, journaling helps us to manage our anxiety. It reduces stress, and based on studies, it helps us cope with depression. And I am one of the living testament of that. By expressing ourselves, we get to deal with any overwhelming emotions. It helps us improve our mood because it helps us prioritize our problems and concerns. Another thing is that it helps us track our triggers. Ano nga ba yung nagpapasama ng loob natin? Ano nga ba yung nakaka-trigger sa atin sa mga sitwasyon na hindi natin inaasahan? So by journaling, we get to learn more about that, and we get to identify those triggers. And so in the future, we get to avoid it or deal with it properly. So, isa siya sa mga benefits ng journaling. Another is that it provides us an opportunity for positive self-thoughts and identifying our negative emotions. And after all we are fighting for here is a healthier well-being and also a healthier mind. So it's basically just like having a best friend. And who wouldn't want a best friend, diba? So, tonight I will teach you how I do my way of journaling and how I indulge myself in this practice of self-care. But to sum it all up, journaling helps us in many ways we can imagine. First, it helps us to have a healthy relationship with ourselves, particularly with our minds. And second, it helps us keep ourselves grounded. And that's the most important thing, right? Whenever we feel something big, whenever we write those things down, we free our minds. And that is one of the benefits of journaling. And the third one, it helps us deal with our problems and concerns by reminding us that these things are also important. And by acknowledging our emotions and addressing the things that bother or trigger us, we get in control more of our mind, of ourselves, and of the situation. So it has a lot of proven benefits, and I have already said a lot. And it's a healthy outlet for us to manage our thoughts. So paano ko nga ba ginagawa ang journaling that can also inspire other people to do journaling as well and to practice the self-care? So to start your way to journaling, of course, you have to have your pen and paper. Or if you're more comfortable typing it down, typing your thoughts down or your ideas down, you can just get your phone and write it on your notes. That's one way of journaling also. And here are some tips that I do to get started. So first, try to write every day. No matter how cliche, no matter how small or big the things may be, just try to write it down. It doesn't have to be anything deep. Just write what you feel, and it's already a good start. And second, write as you. So first, just try to write every day. Second is write as you. Your journal is you. It's the representation of your mind. It's the representation of your life. So you don't have to write it in all English or all in Filipino. Write whatever makes you feel comfortable and in ways that you can express yourself more. Again, the journal is about you. It's about your healing. It's about your process of coping. So it doesn't have to be hard. Again, the goal for you is to have a safe space and to be open about anything and about everything. And the third one that I do, and I always remind myself, is to write with no boundaries. There are no standards when it comes to journaling. So you never have to follow one. Wala tayong sinusunod dito ng mga steps. Wala tayong sinusunod na routine. Just have to write everything that we think truly matters to us. So it's your own private place. So you have the liberty to discuss and express your feelings. No matter how easy or how hard it may get, as long as you are writing it all down, you are getting started and you're getting there. And don't let the idea of other people's judgment cloud your thoughts. Just let the words flow. Just let the words flow. And that's the most important thing. Journaling is one way of taking care of yourself, and it's a practice of becoming better, and becoming more happy. And I think that's one way that helped me cope with my depression. And so I would like to share this stage with you guys so that you can also start journaling. And we have a lot more ways to practice self-care. And it takes a lot of courage, really. It takes a lot of courage and self-commitment and patience to get used to a healthy habit. But self-care is self-love. And love doesn't have to be hard. So take our suggestions as an inspiration in creating your very own self-care routine. Remember, self-care routines are individualistic. So there's no one size fits all when it comes to self-care routines. And if you need more about mental health or self-care practices, check the social media pages of Youth for Mental Health Coalition, and we will reopen our membership this September 1. So you may also reach us through our email, info@y4mh.org. Again, this is Joy Barcama saying always be kind to your minds and always be kind to other people's minds. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Joy. What a wonderful, wonderful self-care tip, no journaling. I absolutely love it. Thank you. And thank you to all of the members of the Youth for Mental Health Coalition for joining us here in Happy Hour for Mental Health, brought to you by Alaga Health Live. And since we're talking about journaling na din naman, perhaps it's time for us to also have another quick segue to our next segment, Alagang Hello Doctor. All right. There you have it. That's Alagang Hello Doctor. So here, this is what we do on for this particular segment, no? So Hello Doctor is the Philippine chapter or Philippine branch of the Hello Health Group that's present in over 9 countries. And what they do best is that they share medically verified health information. Kung ang Alaga Health for services, nako, ang Hello Doctor pagdating naman dyan sa information, top-notch. So I'll be sharing with you an article from them right now, just very, very quickly. Ito, pakita natin. No? So sample article from them of being in a relationship with someone who has a mental illness. Nako, for a lot of us, we can possibly have this concern. And this is written by Ma'am Angeli Rosario, but fact-checked also by the Hello Doctor Medical Panel. So maganda yan. So you can actually browse through the contents, just like your articles that you can share every day. Pero ang maganda, yung content dito, sigurado talaga kayo na this was checked by a health professional. Yan, may tips pa on how to deal with your partner, educating yourself, motivating them to make healthy lifestyle changes, talking to them freely, being patient and calm. Nako, ang dami pang tips to support yourself, no? Don't forget to take care of yourself. Finding a support group. Nako, expertise po yan ng Experto PlayLabs. And take a break if needed. Very, very important. And, of course, after all of these have been done, it might be good also to seek consult from a health professional. And you can do that by going to alagahealth.com, especially now na available na po for download ang Alaga Health beta application. So, special shout out to the developers of the Alaga Health team. Congratulations. We can't wait for all of you to check out the platform. And you can even watch some Alaga Health videos already on the app. So, balik tayo to our conversation with Doc Joan and Doc Via. So, welcome back. Alaga Health now presents Happy Hour for Mental Health. Doc Via and Doc Joan back in the show. So, I think we're nearing the end of our program. Perhaps we can ask you now some final tips or advice as we end the very first show na Happy Hour for Mental Health. Perhaps we can start with Doc Via.
All right. Again, no, thank you very much to all our viewers who have watched no, the entirety of this show. We are very grateful for your support. No? Shout out po sa lahat ng mga nag-comment, nagtanong. As most especially, no, my number one fan to my mom. Hello, Mama. I hope you're watching. No? And personally, this has been a passion project even before. Kami po ni Doc Dex ay nasa med school pa, nag-aaral pa lang po kami ng medisina. Inumpisahan po namin tong happy hour, no? Para magbigay po ng tulong doon sa mga nagkakaroon ng problema or ng mga challenges sa kanilang kalusugang pangkaisipan, no? And it grew and it grew so much so that we were able to push for it to have a platform such as this, and very grateful to Alaga Health for giving us this platform. And of course, you know, this wouldn't have been possible if not for our mentor, no? Sa kanya po kami nakapag-aral at natuto po ng mga mental issues and how to be able to manage to treat them. Si Doc Joan po, we learned from the best. So she's one of the best in the field of psychiatry and of the advocacy in mental health. So we were very happy to share this advocacy with her. No? So probably parting words for before we end the first show of Happy Hour, no, and there will be more of this to go, of course, with Doc Joan and Doc Dex, no. Always be kind to yourself, no. Sabi nga ni Joy, no. I think she's a beauty queen, if I am not mistaken. I saw her in pageant. I'm not sure. Yeah, but you know, we would echo her sentiments. Na be kind to yourself, no, because love shouldn't be hard, no. Ang daming nakaka-relate nito for sure, no. It's by being kind to yourself, no, and acknowledging that you also would need care and that you also need to look out for yourself. That's the first step, you know, in caring not only for your health but also for your mental well-being. Mag-ingat po tayo, stay safe po. Ngayon, we're still in the time where everything is uncertain, pero nandito po kami every Friday para po samahan kayo para sa isa na namang happy hour.
Yan, thank you, Doc Via. And of course, to everyone watching, huwag na po muna kayong maalis dahil meron pa tayong final treat for all of you right after our final messages. So right before that, perhaps listen to the final messages of Doc Joan.
Yes, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Maraming salamat, Dr. Dex, Dr. Via, and the Alaga Health team for this wonderful po na endeavor. Talagang this is really very meaningful. It's a meaningful platform kasi we know that, again, from the World Health Organization, there is no health without mental health. And talagang kailangan we give importance to our mental health, lalo na itong during this challenging times. Na? So, yes, ako, thank you very much. I am truly grateful. And sa lahat po na nag-comment, of course, my family from Adela Serra, T sa Surigao. Thank you. And of course, to everyone, Ma'am Marilyn, sila Sir Alan, thank you very much. And of course, I would like to echo what Dr. Via said. Of course, let's take care of ourselves kasi we cannot give what we do not have, di ba? So always love yourselves, avoid any no, mga self-criticism. Sometimes kasi tayo pa ang worst critics, di ba, of ourselves. So let's avoid that. In fact, during this time of pandemic, all of our emotions, be it frustration, anger, sadness, or kung we are happy, all of these emotions now are all normal given the very difficult situation. So always remember to love yourself. Self-care, self-love is the key. Journaling is also ang galing nun. Ang ganda ng it's a good way of coping kasi it's also a way of expressing our emotions. So parang may nakakausap tayo, which again is very therapeutic. So thank you very much to everyone. Stay safe and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doc Joan. And of course, this has been Happy Hour for Mental Health with Doc Joan, Doc Via, and Doc Dex. But we're not just done yet, no? Because this is our final treat for you. And you can expect more of this every Friday night because it's time for our Friday Night Delight. As part of our treat to all of you who are watching this evening, para pampag-good vibes tayo every Friday night and to help relax the soul and to keep us calm and very positive, we actually have every Friday a musical performance or an artistic performance or even a comedy segment just for you. So you better watch out for that. For tonight, we are very privileged to introduce to you the up-and-coming band that is currently being mentored by the one and only Rico Blanco of River Maya fame. And this particular band has actually created this song that actually matches probably some of the concerns and feelings ng ating mga viewers or every Filipino na naghahanap ng a bit of hope during this time of pandemic. Plus, at the same time, apart from their melodic voice, nako, ang ganda-ganda rin po ng lyrics, and it's actually now being considered as the unofficial theme song ng show na to at ng Alaga Health mismo. So, without further ado, I'd love to introduce to you, I believe he's in the show right now. Good evening, Sir Brigs. Hernandez.
All right. Hope everyone is doing well. So, yeah, let's just shoot it. Go. Hope you guys like this one. I always think I'm wasting all my time. I cannot sleep, it's messing with my mind. I wish that I was ready for the worst days of my life. I always lie that everything's not right. I always lie that everything's alright. When the world turns upside down, there's a sunshine waiting for us. Rest your eyes, it will all come around. Because tomorrow there's a sunshine for us. I lost the heart with all the things I do. I'm losing sight of what I thought I knew. Then I realized it was a slightly shifted view. There's always something better meant for you. When the world turns upside down, there's a sunshine waiting for us. Rest your eyes, it will all come around. Because tomorrow there's a sunshine for us. Because tomorrow there's a sunshine for us. a sunshine waiting for us. Rest your eyes, it will all come around. Because tomorrow there's a sunshine for us. Because tomorrow there's a sunshine for us. Because tomorrow there's a sunshine for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Brigs of the times. Yeah.
Fan po ako ni Brigs. You should check them out on Spotify. My favorite song nila, Brigs, is Napapaligiran. But yeah. Hi, Brigs. I'm
Yes,
really,
an up-and-coming band, and of course being mentored by the one and only Rico Blanco. And we're very happy that you have shared that song with us. I believe that's the Philippine premiere. Wala pa ata nakapakinig niyang kantang yan ever before this program. So sa lahat po na nanonood, you are one of the first ever listeners of that wonderful song. So yes, tomorrow there's going to be a sunshine for us. Thank you very much for joining us. Once again, I am Doc Dex. We have Doc Via and Doc Joan. And here being joining us tonight is Brigs Hernandez of The Good Times. We would all see you again here tomorrow for another episode of Alaga Health Live. Ang topic po natin ay family planning and all of your OB-related concerns. And we will also see you here again next Friday for another episode of Happy Hour for Mental Health. Muli ako po si Doc Dex Galvan na nagpapaalala ang mental health natin ay alagaan para mas maging happy ang ating bayan. Thank you and good evening everyone. Bye-bye! Thank you po!
Thank you!